The final step to start trusting yourself again is to stop needing certainty before you take the action. And this is the one that brings everything together. Because first, you've listened to that inner knowing. Then you've started taking the small action steps on the things that feel right just for you. And maybe, just maybe, you've given yourself an hour to read a book, have a bath, instead of looking after everybody else's needs because that's what you believed you were here to do. Maybe you've gone for a lovely long walk with a friend, or maybe you've gone to a sound bath. Maybe you've done a meditation. Maybe you've gone shopping. Maybe you've connected to your inner knowing on a deeper level. Maybe you've started saying no when you mean no. And maybe you've started bringing more joy into your life. Because as we know, when you do that, something starts to shift inside. You begin trusting yourself more. And we don't instantly see that as trust, but you stop looking outside yourself for all the answers. You stop needing everyone else's approval and validation before you make a decision, which is actually mentally exhausting if you think about it. And you begin to realise that even if something doesn't work out the way you imagined or expected, but you'll be okay. You're not reactive no more because you've learnt something really valuable, that you can adjust, that you can take a different path. This is what I've learnt time and time again. And you will find another way. And that's the brilliance of discovering who you are. The self-trust isn't about knowing everything will work out. That isn't life. Life is up and down. It's knowing that you'll be okay even if it doesn't, that you don't react like you used to, that you can observe. It's knowing that you can handle what's in front of you instead of going into the meltdown that you used to. It's knowing that fear isn't always a stop sign. Sometimes fear is simply showing you where your next level is. And as you begin trusting yourself more and feeling that, something else starts to happen. You become far less influenced by what everybody else thinks because you start realizing that most people are unconsciously, not purposely, giving you advice based on their own fears, their own limitations, and what feels safe to them might not be the best for you. Now, one of the biggest lessons I've learned is if you want different results, you have to spend time around people, environments that have already created them, that are already living it. The people who have achieved the goals, the dreams that you're working towards. The people who have already walked the path, talked the path. Because those people, they don't tell you why you can't do it. They're going to show you how you can. And people that have risen very rarely will try to stand on you. They're going to try to pull you up and they're going to remind you what's possible for you. And this is where self-trust becomes something much bigger. Because it starts with tiny decisions of listening to you, of choosing yourself. But eventually it changes your identity. You stop being the woman who constantly doubts herself, is asking everybody else, tiptoeing around everyone. You stop waiting for permission. You stop chasing everything. And I mean this, everything outside of yourself. And instead you become the woman who trusts herself, who listens, who acts on what she believes is right for her, who backs herself. I invest in myself. I know, the woman who knows she's capable. And from that actual place, that's where everything changes. Because you're no longer trying to become the woman, which is often you heard, that has the life that you want. You're becoming her. And when that happens, you automatically start attracting the opportunities, the people and experiences that match who you're becoming. That is gold. That is where the real shift happens. So if this resonates with you and you're getting fed up and tired of the self-doubt and the untrusting yourself because you can't make decisions without asking everybody else, and you're ready now to become the woman you know you're capable of being, because deep down you know it, we'd love to support you because you don't have to do this alone.